Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay. If this is your first time here, welcome. And in this video, I am going to do a comparison between my two current 6 key holders. And the ones that I have is from Louis Vuitton and from Prada. So I am going to do a quick review on each. I am going to share with you some examples of what you can use these for. And also, if I was to start all over again, which one will be my first choice? So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to be fair, I am going to start with the Louis Vuitton one, and that is because I have had this in my collection for about 4 years versus the Prada Saffiano one, which I've had for about a year and a half. So the Louis Vuitton one currently comes in the Demi Ebene and Demi Azur canvas print. The price is $260 US, not including tax. Now this also comes in leather, and the price I believe starts at $320 all the way up to $390. So depending on the type of leather or canvas print that you want, obviously the price will be different. Now, I am going to share with you the wear and tear on this because I think it's important to share that. But first, let me just open up the key holder. Now, this has a snap closure right in the middle. So when you open it up, you will find that I am currently using this for my keys. And this has a flat pocket right in the back of where you keep your keys. And it is a flat pocket where you can also take it out from either side. And yes, I got it hot stamped, and as you can see, it's quite dirty. Now, the current keys that I have are like house keys, mailbox keys, keys to get into my store, and smaller keys for like safe. And then of course my gym tag here. Now, I do not use this for my car key because the car key is very bulky, but depending on what kind of car you have, and the key of course, you can definitely use it. All right, now I just wanted to first show you that when I close this, you can see that the canvas is starting to lift on this side, and that is because of the different types of keys that I've had over the last 4 years. Okay, so let's talk quickly about the wear and tear on this one. So about a year and a half into using this every single day, I started to notice that the glaze was starting to come off. So I am going to bring it up to the camera so you can see that the glaze faded. And you can also see that the canvas is damaged. So one thing to mention is that if you do have this and you're starting to notice that the glaze is fading a little bit, it is time for you to get it fixed. Because once the canvas starts to lift, they cannot fix it. And by what I mean by they is both the Louis Vuitton store and the leather place. And the reason why I bring up the leather place is because they are cheaper than the Louis Vuitton store. I got this repaired once and it cost about 40 bucks. When I went to the Louis Vuitton store, they told me that it was going to be about $60 and it was a turnaround time of 4 to 8 weeks, I believe. Now they do this just to kind of, you know, not promise you that they can have it for you sooner. So they're going to go and be safe and tell you 4 to 8 weeks. So if you don't have a backup, you're just going to have to wait if you go to the Louis Vuitton store. But my suggestion is if you do have a leather place near you, go there. It's cheaper and you can probably get it probably within a week or less. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now I also wanted to just turn it around and also share with you the other side with the wear and tear. Okay, so this is about 4 years of using it consistently, pretty much every single day. Now, what I use this for, obviously, are my keys. But there are times that I do go out and I don't need to take my bag and I'm running a quick errand. So I just like to take a few things. Now here I have a few examples. I have some cash. I have a $20 bill. And then here I have 3 cards. One is a credit card, and I just put the post-it note for security reasons. But this is a credit card where you can feel the credit card number. I like to call it 3D. And then here is a membership card, but I'm just going to use this as a license. And then here is another card, and this is the one where you don't feel the credit card number. It's on the back and it has the chip. So I'm just going to take these 3 And I'm going to take the cash. And I am going to take my keys. And I'm going to put it all in the back of the keys here inside the flat pocket. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I had to kind of shift that in a little bit, like shove it in there. And then this is, okay, how it looks once I snap it together. But again, you can see that it's lifting here, but this is something that over time has happened. Now, I usually use 3 things when I run an errand. I have some cash and stuff, but you can definitely use more if you like. One thing that I wanted to mention is your size, the sizes of your keys. And I want to just say that as a tip, if you have a lot of keys or if you have keys that are quite thick, you can always go to one of those self-made keys like at Home Depot and get a thinner key. So I just wanted to mention that. But the rings are pretty thick and long where you can also double it. That's just another thing if you wanted to add more keys. Okay, so that is the Louis Vuitton one. Now, the Prada Saffiano leather. All right, this one currently retails for $280 US. It does come in different colors. I saw it at the store in black and also in dark blue. So when you open up the Saffiano one, the Prada Saffiano one, it has 2 snap closures. And here it has a little mini flat pocket, like I like to call it. And then the 6th key, just like the Louis, and it also has the other flat pocket, okay? And then it has another flat pocket on this side. Now, I used this one for about 6 months straight, and I'm going to share with you this side. And you can see probably some key residue starting to look a little black, and also the leather. So it definitely needs repair, which it is on my list to get it done. And then here's the other side. I just turned it over, I should say. And you can see also that the red leather is starting to fade. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just quickly, I'm going to bring up the Louis Vuitton one and the Prada so you guys can take a look. Okay, all right. Again, using it every single day, about 4 years. So I want to say if I subtract the 6 months, so like 3.5 years, and this is like 6 months worth of wear and tear. Okay, now for the Prada, I am going to take the $20 bill and I'm going to put that in the small flat pocket here. Okay, and then I'm going to take the cards, the 3 cards, and what I'm going to do is take maybe 2 of them and put them back here. Let's do that again. I'm just trying to cover everything on my information. So there we go, there's 2. And then the other card. Okay. Now I have used it like this with the keys that I have inside my Louis. And that is it. Okay. Now this obviously lifts a little bit here because you know, it has the keys. Well, technically it would have the keys and it has the cards in the back. Okay, so just want to share that. Alrighty, so let me just take everything out. All right, now, if I was to start all over again and I had a decision to make, which one would I choose? Prada. And the reason for that is because of the flat pockets. Now, the Louis Vuitton one is also great. The problem with the Louis Vuitton one is that I think that when it comes to wear and tear and repair, this over time will cost you more money because you have the glaze and then you have the canvas, okay? But the problem with this one is that you can fix the glaze, but you can't fix the canvas. So you have to keep that in mind. And if you keep going to a Louis Vuitton store, it's going to add up. So for 260 bucks and say you have to repair for another 40, it's gonna go all the way up to 300. Now, you do have the option of getting this one in the epi leather and the other leather that's available where you probably won't have that problem, but it's gonna cost you a little bit more in the front end, if that makes sense. So you're gonna spend over $320 plus the tax versus the 260. Now with the Prada, it's a $20 difference between the two, $260 and $280. But with the Prada, I find it that this would be easier to repair because it's a leather. It's colored leather, which they will fix pretty much in a day or two, and this will probably last you longer versus the Louis Vuitton. So I would go with the Prada because of the flexibility of the flat pockets, and also because I can probably repair it and it would last longer. Now, I want to also just take the two and put the Prada one on top so you can see that in terms of the size and width is the same, okay? So it really doesn't matter, you know, what kind of purse you use. They're both the same size, and you're not going to have a problem with that. But I think that the Prada, I know, I can't believe I'm saying that, wins the cake here because of the flexibility and how much more you can, you know, use it. Depending on your lifestyle, say you're very casual, maybe you just want like one bag, one luxury bag and one luxury item and, you know, a small wallet, then I would suggest to go with this because you will get more use out of it versus the Louis Vuitton. All right, but there's people who love Louis Vuitton and they only think Louis Vuitton is the best, and that's okay too. It really doesn't matter. Now, I don't have another fashion house in terms of key holders in my collection. I was considering the Gucci. So if any of you do have it, please let me know. But I think if money is no issue, then I would suggest to get both, because it's always good to just take maybe one to get it repaired while you're using the other. And you can, depending on your style, right? Like maybe you want one for every season, and that's also something that a lot of people do. So it really kind of depends. But if you are looking for something that can really, you know, get a lot of use out of it, and you're willing to spend a little bit more money, then I would go with the Prada versus the Louis. Crazy. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope that it was helpful. Please share your comments below. Let me know if you have either one and your personal experience. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already, and I'll see you guys very soon. Talk to you. Bye.